Hi, my name is Jessica Heneisen, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the McDonald's minimum pay. What is minimum wage? Minimum wage is the minimum amount that a person can be paid for their work or services. Most states are different than others and can be different by companies and as well as however a company cannot pay any less than what the state of which the company is in has set as the minimum wage. In Missouri, the minimum wage is $7.65. This is the minimum that a single person supposedly can live off of. McDonald's, according to the manager, who shall remain anonymous, is stated that the least that she knows that they pay an employee per hour is $8.60 an hour in the state of Missouri. Many employees of the McDonald's franchise believe they should be making $15 per hour. This is more than what most employees at a bank make. How would you feel knowing that the 15-year-old who messed up your order at McDonald's is making more than the 27-year-old teller who is just out of college makes that handles your money at your bank? McDonald's employees should not be making $15 an hour and do not need to make that amount of money per hour. Most McDonald's employees, even those who are starting out in this as a first job, believe they should be making $15 per hour, which is nearly double what minimum wage in Missouri is. The minimum wage is based off of what the government believes an average person in the residing state can make as a full-time employee and live off of for their basic needs. Main word there is basic needs. The employees of McDonald's believe they should be making more than this by nearly double due to the strain of their workload and the people they interact with every day as their customers. The Washington Insanity tells a story about Nathalia Sepulveda, age 21, who is one of the many striking in the big cities and other places for the $15 an hour pay. And she had her 3-year-old son with her when she said to reporters that $7.25 does not cut it, especially as a mom. Sepulveda told the Huffington Post, "I have to sacrifice certain things to get by, and sometimes I still don't cut it." In other words, she was like many others in her position, as demanding not what the value of her job or position as an employee is worth, but what she feels she must be given in order to take care of expenses such as her child, that she cannot otherwise support. Though many people with a child should have higher wages, those wages can be offered at better jobs than at McDonald's. Getting a GED would not only help this woman to get a better job for herself and support her child, but would help to better society as a whole, thereby opening up even more of the lesser type jobs for those who have no job at this time and making nothing and eat what is left on other people's plates just to stay alive, as well as teach younger generations about the stretching of a dollar and the importance of saving back for the future and what they find to be really important. McDonald's is not meant to be a career for most people. It is a job to help a student who needs to save, a man get back on his feet and get some form of work experience in order to move on to a bigger and better job. Not everyone can become the manager and make the better pay in their jobs at McDonald's. And those that are in the big corporate offices didn't all start off as grill attendants. They went to school and got a degree to help launch their career to better themselves and the company. Do they need the $15 per hour is the big question here. No, they do not. Most of these employees for McDonald's are under the age of 21, other than the managers. Washington Insanity states that when determining salary for a given job, 3 important things are taken into consideration: experience, education, and the level of difficulty needed to perform the job. Aside from an age factor, there are no requirements to work at McDonald's. You need no degree, no experience with customer service or within the fast food industry. Therefore, the minimum wage of the state that each separate franchise is in should be all that the employees of McDonald's need to make. Why do they not need to make the $15 per hour? Minimum wage is made to be lived off of for the basic necessities of human life. If you want more than that, then school and a higher quality job is what you need, not a low-level job with a higher pay. If we made it easy for everyone to have high-paying jobs, then all the products and services that we want would be at higher demand and thereby go up in cost, making your higher pay obsolete. How would this affect the customers, though? Raising their hourly wages to $15 an hour is a 107% increase on the food products, which causes prices to rise an estimated 4.3%. That means your $3.99 Big Mac would wind up costing $4.16 or higher. And an average fast food meal costing $7 would go up in price to about $7.31. This was as of July of 2015, according to MarketWatch. That's much higher now, even in 2018, since the price increases in the last 2 years. Many people were asked how they would feel about this, and many frequent customers who can't afford a normal meal said that they would have to find a different place to eat because the price is what beats the taste of the food at McDonald's. When they can't afford much else, then if the prices were raised, then the market for the food sold would have a major drop, thereby making it impossible to pay their employees that massive amount anymore, and their pay being lowered yet again. Minimum wage is a calculated wage that a person can live on for their basic needs as an individual. Yes, this wage is mainly for those first starting out and do not need to make a lot, primarily because they are part-time and still live at home or are in college and only have to pay for the extra stuff such as gas and the newest video game for that game console their grandparents bought them last Christmas. Yes, some people take these jobs because it is all they can get without a full college or even high school education. But over time, if a full-time employee is doing well enough in work and is a good employee, then raising their pay a bit or even promoting them is well-deserved. Even as a part-time employee, this can be understandable. But for a 15-year-old just starting out and is not even having to pay their car insurance in full, they do not need to be making the big bucks just to spend on frivolous things. McDonald's employees, which are primarily students in high school, do not need to be making anything more than the minimum wage, especially when they're just starting out on their first job. Thank you for listening today.